Guys, so this video I was inspired by the Smile movie, and yeah, I just decided to do the creepy smile. It's gonna be just as similar as my sewn mouth shut tutorial. You're just gonna go in with a piece of paper. I use paper towel and cut it into the shape of the smile that you want. I wanted a smaller, thinner, like creepier smile. Obviously, if you wanted the gash to be larger, you would get a larger piece of paper or cut it into a larger piece. But I just wanted that thinner sort of smile. And I am just taking some liquid latex and placing the paper on my skin. Now, you can add, I would suggest a little bit adding multiple layers of the tissue, but I felt comfortable just doing the one because I didn't want it to be like a super like deep looking gash, and I wasn't gonna do any sort of sewing, so I didn't want to cut through too many layers. So I would say maybe add just one extra sheet of paper over. I only did one sheet and it worked out fine, but if you just feel more secure with it being a thicker piece, I would just add another sheet of paper. So I am just sealing that all in with liquid latex. You want to put about 2 to 3 layers of liquid latex. The reason for the liquid latex, not only to hold it in place, but to also when you stretch out the paper after you cut it, it kind of gives that pulled skin look the way the liquid latex is on it. So if you just like put one layer and you pull the paper, it's just going to tear and rip, and it's not going to give that teared skin effect. So I am just using a brush to so that I don't like cut myself. So I'm just using a brush to get underneath the paper and the liquid latex. You just want to cut open a slit just so that you can create the area where the blood is going to go to make that smile look like it's cut open. And so again, like my previous video, it's just the same technique. You just want to cut open that area to create that space of like pulled skin. So here you can see I'm pulling the paper, and it has that liquid latex, so it gives some pull to it. If it just had one thin layer, it would have teared easier. There are some spots where there's a thinner layer of latex and actually rips a little bit. So just to avoid that, you want to make sure you add at least 2 to 3 layers of liquid latex over in the beginning. And then I'm just going to go ahead and paint that in. I'm using the darkish reddish color, and I'm also mixing in some black in there as well, just to kind of give that deep red sort of bloody color. You kind of want it to have some contrast or darkness more in that area. You can also just paint it black. I just felt like the dark red was deep enough of a color. And then you just want to paint it all over so that there's no white spots peeking through. I am using a MAC lip liner. It's, I believe, Plum. And I'm just lining my lips so that I can place some red lipstick just to blend that red lipstick into the cut so that it blends all seamlessly. Now you can, I suppose, put more of just the blood over your lips. I just felt like if you're using this as a Halloween look and such like that, I just feel like too much of the blood, like where your actual lips are, and like if you wanted to eat or drink or anything like that, would get in the way. I think it's just easier to kind of reapply the lipstick than it is to reapply any of like the blood effects. So that's why I tend to avoid it like on my actual lips, because I'm thinking of actual Halloween look out and about, you know, and what's the easiest to retouch. So I'm going in with my favorite, the coagulated blood, and I am placing that all in the inside area, and it's just gonna look very chunky and realistic. It looks like, you know, actual torn like gooey sort of muscle. So that's why I like the coagulated blood whenever I'm doing any sort of SFX makeup and like gashes and such like that. Then I'm using the vampire blood just to place that all around and look very messy, like splatter blood, and also to hide the indentation of the tissue paper, because when you do put the liquid latex, it is not going to match your skin because you're putting it on a different material than your skin. It just does not blend. It's not going to blend. Like, it's not going to be the same color regardless. You're going to see that indentation. So the best way to mask it is with the blood or your makeup as best as you can, but it's best to have something else that will mask just that line. So that's why I go in with the sponge, that indentation sponge, or I'm not sure what you kind of call it. It kind of comes in a kit, but I use that sponge to kind of make sure that it is very like splattered, and I think it looks cool and cute and, you know, very artistic. You know, have fun with it. And I just place it around like the corners of my lips, and that is pretty much the look, guys. Like, look how creepy I look. Oh my gosh. Let me go watch Smile 2. I only seen Smile 1 and it kind of freaked me out. Let me go see Smile 2. I heard it was good. See you guys in my next video. Bye. Free promo? What? Hold on. Bye.